today on EA Sports. This is the National Football League. Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals taking on Brock Purdy and the San Francisco 49ers.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Cincinnati Bengals. They were Super Bowl opponents twice in the 80s, and they're back at it here. The Bengals and Niners are underway. This fielded right at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
And when you come into the league as the #1 guy selected, a lot of hype comes with it. Sometimes that weight can be unbearable. But this young man, he took that weight on and handled it as well as you can imagine. And I love his ability to make a second, third reaction play and create downfield.
Quickly to the air is Burrow. Buying time to his left. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run and, of course, get to the quarterback.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Here we go. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Quick slant caught by Chase. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Burrow will throw. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a
touchdown Bengals. Hayden Hurst, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are on the board first here this afternoon. Right off the bat, they start with a very solid, methodical 10-play drive.
And you know me, I tend to look at things from the defensive side. They're coming off the field gassed right away. We're in the first drive of the game. So it's not just what happened, but think of the emotion you carry into a game, then double it with getting a 10-play drive put on you and points scored. They're pretty tired right now.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by Mr. Irrelevant in the 2022 draft, a guy with something to prove, Iowa State's career passing leader, and that's Brock Purdy.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment, running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
19 yards there on the catch and run.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On first down, it's Purdy. That's going to be caught by Samuel.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at their 49-yard line.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Now Purdy. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Purdy sets up to throw again. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a Niners first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. Purdy off the play fake. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 9 from the 44. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Purdy looking to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Interesting decision here. Opening drive, Charles, 4th and short. You're in field goal range. We'll see what they do.
I just shake a fist at my offense and say, go get it, guys, because if you can't pick up 4th and short here, we're probably in trouble the rest of the game. Show some confidence, show some aggressiveness, go pick it up.
Here we go with McCaffrey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. 4th and inches in plus territory. That seemed like a prime spot to go for it.
It certainly did, and there's so many things that go into it. Are you too far away for a field goal, but not far away to punt it? Do you just feel like your offense is better? I just think in today's NFL, offense feels like it has to take care of the football, has to keep the ball, because scoring is up. You better maximize every possession. You trust your offense more than you trust your defense in today's league.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained. And, in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Nifty move.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
With solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one. No doubt about it, a really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The LSU connection, Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one. Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
10 yards there on a Bengal first. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Burrow. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
Out of his hands quickly to Higgins.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Here we go. 57. Mike, 57.
1st down. Here's Burrow.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on a skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
A 1st carry for Samaje Perine. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
Mitchell Wilcox.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Bengals have taken the lead.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
McPherson now for the extra point.
It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the 1st quarter. A 10-play drive that time, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there? A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And the ball is knocked out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go, but when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
The big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line. The whole blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Throwing here, Purdy.
Steps away to his left.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it. I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. McCaffrey running up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Through one corner, 14-7 our score. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. Open man is Juwan Jennings. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football.
Purdy now to throw.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jennings. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 18. 15 yards there for number 15.
For many people, that's not your standard play call in that 3rd down situation. But for so many offenses, they just want the ball in the hands of their playmakers in open space. And after he caught it, he did a nice job picking up the first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Gold to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Cincinnati set to take over once again. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space, cut to the outside, and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Kyle Shanahan doesn't care much for that last call, so out comes the red challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide, and I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things, but even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So for Kyle Shanahan, he had it right, as the challenge is a good one. Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow connects quickly to Jamar Chase. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Burrow on play action. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now it's Burrow. Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Here we go. Right there, 54 miles. Here we go. 180.
Burrow looking to pass. Boyd's the target, and he hands it over the middle. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. That's the tight end Hurst with it. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow over the middle, and it's incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And Burrow going to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. McPherson's kick is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McLeod. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. He's going to use his legs here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. First down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. This is Jennings. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. On 1st down, Purdy. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Here's Purdy. That's caught out right by Jennings. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I love it. He ran a hitch route on 3rd and 6, and normally that's not deep enough to get your 1st down. I'd say he really ran a hitch plus to make sure he got the 1st down yardage. Really intelligent route running.
Yeah, because what do you say? Hitches are normally 1 to 3?
Yeah, some neighborhood, you just kind of come off the line of scrimmage and kind of show yourself to the quarterback and say, hey, here I am, present it. He went ahead and took it far enough downfield to make sure that they had enough yardage to pick up the 1st down.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Four yards remain for 2nd down. Trying to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And that is incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. The kick by Gould is good, and that will tie things at 17 all. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
(17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side.
Maybe a little gassed,
right?
Yeah,
a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Running left, it's Mixon. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go play action with Burrow. This one caught downfield by Higgins. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam. But notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Inside handoff to Mixon. Oh, look at the juke. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Mixon is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your...
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
And they will take a 7-point lead now. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it.
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Purdy.
Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Purdy now to throw off the play action.
This one caught by Kittle.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down.
Over the middle, complete to Samuel. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards of the play.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts.
as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 19. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now Purdy. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Bengal offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Second down at 4. Now Burrow. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A Bengal first down on a 16-yard pickup there. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
From midfield now, Burrow. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. But they are all even to this point. So to see if either side can pull away, let's get you right back out to Brandon and Charles for the start of the second half.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. To get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, hitting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Purdy looking to throw. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
10 more there and another first down.
It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46.
They run with McCaffrey off the option. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 37. 62 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run the option left. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. 1st down.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the 2nd level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. He'll decide to keep this once more. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Purdy. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This is why I've never been a big fan of trying to get too cute down here by the goal line. For every one time something like this works, it seems like it blows up about 10 times. And sure enough, they'll wind up losing yards here.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. McCaffrey. Not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Purdy And he's got it. And he is out of bounds here. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Gould is good, and they have regained the lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Now it's Gould after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. So the completion good for just 3. 3rd and 7 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Burrow being chased out left. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Dances by him. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie. He couldn't get the edge there. Wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the gun on 3rd down, Purdy. Forced out to his left. Got his target, Samuel. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Oh, the spin. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
57, Mike, 57.
Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 80 yards for McCaffrey. It's a first down.
I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On first down, it's Purdy. He'll get this to Jennings over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Second and 2. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing here, Purdy. Throwing here to Kittle yet again. Caught. And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
57, Mike, 57.
Purdy now to throw. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Connecting on the out route here with Higgins.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go. Ready? Hey, watch the slant. 57, come on.
Now it's Burrow.
Here we go. All day, defense.
Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Burrow will throw.
Slant pass to Boyd. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
And that's caught one more time by Boyd.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down. Because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Burrow on play action.
He will find his man Chase complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. But he's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, 2 is not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover me. He knows how to get open downfield.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards, the final tally. Three-quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Again, it's Burrow. To Mixon on the check down.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
McPherson on for the point after.
And the lead is down to a field goal now. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The 49ers getting set to trot out there.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here.
Now he'll escape to his left. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. They run with McCaffrey off the option.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch called for and made, but they may back him up 10 here and have him do it again. A very costly holding penalty. It backs them up all the way inside their 10 to start this drive. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down. Here's Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Jamar Chase, the intended receiver,
and it's 3rd and short. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Burrow on 3rd down.
And he's got Hurst, his tight end.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
Play action. It's Burrow.
This is caught. It's Boyd. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Mixing up the middle.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. There's Purdy on 1st and 10.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Here's Purdy. That one complete as receiver Jennings.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now Burrow on 1st down. Got a man open, it's Chase.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And this offense on 3rd down today, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 5. Burrow looking to pass.
And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first.
Oh, now it's stripped. He loses the football, and the Bengals grab it. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble.
McPherson now for the extra point.
And that will make this a 4-point game. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but eventually they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
On 1st down, Purdy.
And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
13 yards there and a Niner first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They run over center with Mitchell.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, you might want to get out of the way.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
2nd down and 8. A handoff from Mitchell running left.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Purdy to throw.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just...
Touchdown!
Juwan Jennings
from 6 yards away.
And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So Burrow and the Bengals down by a field goal, a little over a minute to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down.
Here we go.
To throw, Burrow. Pass complete, Hurst.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that will bring up second down.
And Burrow's saying, let's go, let's go. Throwing, Burrow.
His throw incomplete. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly
both.
what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
Now Burrow. That's complete to Chase. And they will get the conversion on third down, but the clock, a more pressing factor.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here's Burrow.
Flushed out right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Burrow. And that one caught downfield by Boyd.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
Shifts by him.
We're down to the 41.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this kick is not gonna get there. It's short and no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
We so often think of these kickers as automatic at any distance, and it's just not the case because when you start talking about 50-plus yards, it's still a tough one to connect on. This one ends up no good, and that should put to rest any chance of this game getting to overtime.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Cincinnati.